Hey everyone, this is Ahi from Ahiverse and welcome to Warehouse of Dreams episode 5. And how is your day going on? It's been 1 week and 2 episodes in a row. What is happening? Yes, I'm trying to be more consistent. As you might already know, I'm very inconsistent in everything. Trying to keep a streak for weeks it's really difficult. I don't know why, but it's kind of difficult. The last streak was 4 episodes. We can consider the trailer as an episode. So yeah, and if you don't consider the trailer as an episode, the first episode will be the first episode, and the second was, I'm not sure if I remember correctly, it's kind of like history repeating itself. Let me check this, okay? Let me get this straight. Why is my entire system is glitching at this point? I don't know. Yeah, the second episode was about Google Down or something. I just talk a little bit about internet shutdowns, and that was 16th of December, and it's been it's almost like 10 months since then, almost a year. And guess what? I'm recording this on a Tuesday, by the way. So Monday night, we had an internet shutdown. I will not call it an internet shutdown. It's just Facebook apps dying out. I mean, it's inevitable at this point. Who cares, right? But as someone who doesn't like Facebook and its services, I did not even have any problem with it. I was like happy, and I assume many people who use Twitter regularly were also happy about it in some ways. But yeah, internet shutdown. Not internet shut. I'm not gonna call it. It's a Facebook shutdown. The servers are down. There are many conspiracy theories about it and many interesting things to think about. Was such an impact on overall internet culture. There's nothing too deep about it. It's just like a few services that were down, and arguably the most addicting services of all. Like Instagram is very addictive, I think, and as someone who doesn't use Instagram at all but once did, fell in its trap, kind of, you can say. It feels very liberating, and I feel very happy that I don't have to go on Instagram. And I hate the Instagram algorithm so much because I've noticed something. I don't know, I'm not gonna say wanna claim anything. I'm just saying something from my experience or anecdotal, if you see, that I've noticed that whenever I use Instagram regularly, whenever that's back in the past, whenever I used Instagram regularly, and I would post and post stories or normal posts and stuff like that, I had more engagement on these stuff. At least you can say the numbers were, I can see the numbers, right? But when I did take a break from Instagram completely and installed it and stuff for more than 2 months, and then I had to post about the songs and stuff like that, the numbers were drastically reduced. Like, they were not showing it to many people. I think it's the algorithm itself is not promoting posts as much as they're promoting the reels, right? They want to become a competitor to TikTok, so they are pushing the reels more. That's one case, I guess. But I also feel like it rewards people who are always on Instagram more. So, but then afterwards, I started using Instagram more, like logging onto the application. I don't use the app. I use the website. The website sucks, but yeah, I log into my account and just visit Instagram for a few minutes, and then I posted a story or an account, or post something. It had more engagement, or like it had more. Now the number increased a bit. So that's when I realized like this shit app uses my inactivity against me. So it's like, if you're ditching me, I'm gonna ditch you too. So I gave up on Instagram. I hate Instagram, and I really hate that it has become a pivotal, I don't know how it's pronounced, service in our social media culture. In general, I don't like social media. It's a shit place everywhere. But there is benefits to it. There are benefits to it that, of course, we cannot completely discredit. Of course, as an artist, it's easier to post on Instagram than to, get real publications to post about the stuff you want to be posted. And it's very easy to just showcase your art on one page. You can just post all your artworks, and it's just beautifully in the 3 square grid. And that's the only thing I find it great. But the rest of it's just meh. I prefer YouTube. The last year was the Google Down series, and it was for only a few minutes, I think. I don't remember. Was it an hour? Maybe half an hour. And before the Google Down, there was a Facebook outage too, I think. But it lasted for minutes. And this year it's for a few hours. And we will see why that happened. We don't have an official statement from Facebook. There's all the conspiracy theories and many Redditors saying stuff. And I'm pretty sure the Redditors are going to come up with great explanations in a few hours or something. And about the social commentary, many people on Twitter, of course, everyone gathered to Twitter as always. Like, that's funny. And Twitter also posted what do you call it? A tweet. Yeah, they tweeted. I forget what the terms are. Twitter tweeted like, hello everyone, hello literally everyone, something like that. And all the brand Twitters just crowding in the replies. It's awful to see, but at the same time it was so funny. It's kind of cringy but funny at the same. I don't know how it works, but and even Instagram and WhatsApp are also like replying, I guess. The interns or social media managers were having a blast, I guess. It was funny to see, to say the least. But yeah, about social commentaries, people were saying that, oh my god, an internet shutdown. Like, we are so dependent on all these social media services that we cannot live our lives without these. No, we were pretty fine. Most of the people were fine. We don't have to be dramatic. The only person losing so much from this is Zuckerberg. I mean, yeah, I think he lost billions. I don't know if it's true or not. I just saw something on the internet, and I'm not sure it's true, but it was quite a lot of hours of an outage, and I'm pretty sure he lost quite a lot of money. And Instagram and Facebook have like so many ads running, and by minutes or by seconds, the amount of money he was losing, man, that was amazing. That's not amazing, but it was funny. It was really funny. And about this, our dependency on particular services, it's like monopoly and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, we are kind of forced to build our business or brand on these social media apps, and they become our entire brand or our entire business. And yes, one day there might come one day when all of this just shuts down and we will have no place to live, to make a living and stuff like that. So that's why people say you should make your own website and stuff if you want to sell something, e-commerce stuff related. But even if it's not e-commerce related, like for my artwork, I'm kind of dependent on Instagram, kind of. I mean, I'm not in a position to make host my own website and stuff like that, but I will into future. Your future maybe, I don't know. I will do that because it's important to have your own footing on the internet. It's kind of important. But when it comes to like YouTube videos, you know. Um, One thing I noticed, my computer just glitched a bit. When this Facebook outage was happening, my computer was glitching on quite a lot. So I'm not happy about that either. I don't even have Facebook or those shitty apps installed, but still it was glitching. What's happening? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, about YouTubers. YouTube, we are very dependent. I'm very dependent on YouTube. Kind of. Not like I'm not too dependent yet, but I might be so dependent on it. And if one day YouTube thinks, oh, we are going to shut down YouTube forever, and my entire not just mine, there's so many people, so many YouTubers, their entire legacy is on YouTube, and it just goes away, and it's very sad. I hope that never happens, but it's something. If one day Google or the CEO of YouTube decides that we are going to shut it down, they can do that. Nobody's stopping them. I mean, it's their privately owned thing. They can do whatever they want. But of course they're not going to do that because YouTube is profitable. But what if there comes a time when it's not profitable anymore, so they have to shut it down, and it will be just sad. Like a piece of internet history will go away, a huge chunk of internet history. I would say if you talk about internet, YouTube is definitely a big chunk. I'm not talking about the deep web stuff. I'm surface internet or something like that, like internet culture. Many things come from YouTube when it comes to social media culture, and yeah, Facebook also come. I mean, and then Instagram maybe, but there were not real connections, parasocial connections people have with YouTubers and stuff, and many connect more with YouTube videos. I mean, maybe I'm just a boomer at this point, and kids these days probably connect through TikToks, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, someone who loves putting videos out on YouTube, I would really miss it. It's why YouTube is very revolutionary in that regard. Oh my god. It is glitching. My audio recording software is glitching again. I'm scared. I swear, because I have not saved this because it's recording right now. I cannot save a file when it's recording, I think. I don't know. But if I try to save right now, I think it will hang up and just kill itself. So I'm not gonna do that. I have to be very patient. So what I was talking, YouTube. Yeah, and similarly, I wish the music distribution scene was as easy as YouTube, as putting out videos on YouTube. So if you don't know, I make music. I probably have said this too many times too, but yeah. So one of my biggest problems or biggest worries I had before I put out my single was how I'm going to do that. I mean, there are many ways, there are many services that helps you to put out your music or distribute your music to every platform, like Spotify, Amazon Music, or Apple Music, Deezer, and stuff like that. And you can collect royalties. There are other services for you to help you collect the royalties. There's like publishing rights and stuff. And music distribution, distributors and all. I still find it very tedious, the process of music distribution and having a distributor is very tedious. I really wish it was as easy as uploading to YouTube, Like if you upload it to YouTube, you can just similarly you can just upload to your Spotify account. You don't need to have a middleman. And I really wish that, but that's not an ideal world. Why is music distribution so difficult? I mean, more tedious. And I'm not going to name drop the services, but one of the services is like monthly subscription, and it is marketed as the cheapest option available in this industry, and it's marketed towards the beginner artist. And the thing is that yes, it's a good deal for $20 per year. It's a good deal. You can put out how many songs you want. Like you can put out 100 singles in a year. Then you just have to put on like $20 per year. You have to pay per year to this service, and you can have your music reach everywhere in the world. But if you want to collect royalties from that, you have to use another service, which is probably like per year thing subscription. And also they also market that they're 100% giving you the money and they will not take a cut. But the thing is that if you're not even making a single dollar, no matter how much cut it is, no cut or zero per cut or 100% I'm not gonna get anything out of zero, So I opted for another one, which is one-time fee. So for one song, if you're putting out a single, it's just one fee that you have to pay upfront, and that's it. And they are gonna collect, for YouTube licensing, like sync licensing, and the content ID. Or you can opt that options, and it's also included one-time fee. But whereas in the other service which I talked about before, for that you have to pay $5 extra to each song you want that in. So that's like if you have 3 songs which you need that content ID claim, then it will be like $5 per song, will be like $15, and this you have to keep on paying till you want the song to be up on the platforms. So this is good if you have money, but this is not good if you don't have money. That's simple. It's so the $20 fee suddenly became like $35, and it's more if you think about it deeply. But if you're just doing it as a hobby, I think $20 is fine. And this the biggest fear that I have with these distributors is a fear of, if one day they can just decide that, oh, you're making shitty music, you're making just terrible stuff, we don't want to put your music on behalf, like from our services, they don't want to distribute my music or anymore. They can just delete my account, they can just discontinue my account and say, we don't want to put you out your music and stuff like that for no reason. I've seen people, this happened to many artists. It's not like it doesn't happen. And at that time, if you have made like 10 songs under the first I'm talking about the first distributor I was talking about, which is the $20 one, they can just say like, oh, we don't find your music good now, so we are going to delete your account. And if you want to keep the songs on the distribution, like on the platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, etc., you have to pay, I think it's around $30 per song. And that is you're already paying the yearly subscription, and now suddenly you get this email and you say, oh, we just decided and you have to do this. I have to pay like around $30 per song to keep the song up, and if I don't pay it, it's just gonna go away. And if you had streams in that song, like you got some numbers and everything, it will just go away one day and you cannot help it. Similarly, it's everything in the hands of the distributors. I think last year, no, it's not last year, this year, in May or in March, I don't remember. Was it May, April or something? There was a disagreement between a distributor in South Korea, and Spotify, because they were just planning to launch Spotify in Korea. So there was some kind of what do you call it, a disagreement between the distributors, like the Spotify and that distributor in Korea, where this distributor has a huge catalog of so many like top tier artists' music, and one day all of that music just disappeared from Spotify. because of this disagreement. But eventually it got settled down, and I think all the music came back up and they had to, I think some artists had to re-release it with using a different distributor, and then using the same metadata they match the streams again. So this entire thing is so dependent on distributors, and I hate that the system, like the artists are working so hard to make music and to put out, and just one day if the distributor thinks that, oh, we just don't like it, or we don't like this term or that condition or something, they can just decide to delete everything, and the artists don't even have a say about it. That's the worst part. It's such a shitty deal, and the music industry in general is such a shitty deal. The only thing good about the music industry is nothing. I don't know. The artists are working on the music are the only good thing. I think is the only good thing about it. The rest, it's all shitty. I mean, every industry is like that, but yeah, everything is shitty. Welcome to the world, I guess. But it is very sad to see that the amount of work he had put into the songs, in everything. You gave so much thought, and you gave so much of your energy, and you spent so much time in making your craft better and working on yourself, working on the music, and then by finally putting it out, and after 1 or 2 years suddenly the distributor just decides and just throws everything out, and it's such a heartbreaking deal. That's why I was saying that I wish there was a similar system like YouTube for music distribution. I wish we could be like the artists themselves could be the music distributors, and we don't need any middlemen. It's such a shitty deal. And about the internet shutdown, I think that's all I have to say about the internet shutdown. It's just, luckily I was able to get out of that addiction of internet. And this entire year, I think moving to a countryside helped a lot, because of the frequent rains, and because of the rains sometimes the electricity just takes a vacation. The electricity is like, we need a vacation, it's time. They also get to enjoy the rains, but we will be without the electricity, and that time I cannot use internet because no electricity, right? And my phone is also dead most of the time. Oh my god, my software is glitching again. Every time the software glitches, I have a mini heart attack. I'm like, oh no, please don't. Maybe I should just stop right now. Yeah, so I already got out of the hang of using internet as much. The only reason I go on the internet is watching YouTube videos, and many times is like tutorials and stuff, and learning about the world, and watching my favorite creators and supporting them. So it's been so my experience with YouTube is like very positive. I don't get angry after watching YouTube videos or anything. I just feel like I learned a lot, I feel a lot better, and I had a good laugh, and I just go on about my day, and it's generally positive. But whenever I'm on the other websites or the social media apps, it's drastically different. I'm like, oh, this sucks, why does this exist, and stuff like that. YouTube comments though, they're the funniest shit. Really funny. Instagram most of the time makes it depressing. I don't know why. What about Instagram makes it so depressing? Anyway, it's time for me to stop. It's already quite a long episode, I think. And this is a reminder to drink water. I think I'm not that legible in this episode, and I might be slurring my words here and there, I don't know. And hope you drink water though. Keep yourself well hydrated, and don't forget to eat your meals, and the most important thing, don't forget to sleep on not time, it's on your time. And of course, have ample rest as much your body wants. And whenever we are eating or consuming anything, just keep in mind that we have a body, and the body doesn't always like everything, and we should be mindful about what goes into our body and our mind, of course. So let's hope we can all live our lives with like being happy and being content and with no regrets. So I guess it's time for the outro. Thank you for your existence, you amazing being. You're always welcome to the warehouse of dreams. Bye.